Hello and welcome to this exciting session on aldehydes and ketones. Today, we are diving deep into a fascinating aspect of their chemistry, oxidation. This topic is super important for G advanced as it forms the basis of many reactions and distinctions between these carbonyl compounds. We'll start with the basics, then gradually build up to medium, hard, and finally, the most challenging concepts, preparing you for competitive exams. Let's begin our journey. Let's kick things off with the easy stuff. Understanding the fundamental differences in oxidation behavior between aldehydes and ketones is key. In organic chemistry, oxidation often means adding oxygen or removing hydrogen. Think about an alcohol becoming an aldehyde and then a carboxylic acid. This illustrates a progressive increase in oxidation state. Aldehydes, with their unique structure having a hydrogen atom directly on the carbonyl carbon, are very eager to undergo this transformation. They readily gain an oxygen to become carboxylic acids, keeping their carbon chain intact. This ease of oxidation is a defining characteristic of aldehydes. On the other hand, ketones are quite stubborn. They lack that special hydrogen atom on the carbonyl carbon, making them much more resistant to oxidation under mild conditions. Imagine trying to push a car without a handle, it's much harder. To oxidize ketones, we need much stronger conditions, like powerful oxidizing agents and high temperatures. When ketones finally do oxidize, it's usually a more drastic process, involving the breaking of carbon-carbon bonds, leading to smaller carboxylic acids. We also have specific, mild reagents like toluenes and phenylanes which are excellent for selectively identifying aldehydes by forming a silver mirror or red precipitate, respectively. Now, it's your turn to test your understanding. Here are 3 practice questions based on the easy concepts we just covered. Take a moment to read each question carefully and think about the principles involved. Pause the video if you need more time to solve them. Good luck! Ready to go a bit deeper? The medium level explores more diverse oxidizing agents and introduces some important rules and named reactions. When we move beyond mild conditions, strong oxidizing agents like potassium permanganate or dichromate come into play. These reagents can oxidize both aldehydes and ketones, but with very different outcomes. Aldehydes still cleanly convert to carboxylic acids. However, for ketones, these strong agents cause carbon-carbon bond cleavage, breaking the molecule into smaller carboxylic acids. This leads us to Popoff's rule, which helps us predict the major products when an unsymmetrical ketone undergoes such vigorous oxidation. Popoff's rule states that the carbonyl group prefers to stay with the smaller alkyl group during cleavage. While it's a useful guideline, remember that a mixture of products is often observed. Another fascinating reaction is the Baeyer-Villiger oxidation, where ketones transform into esters using peroxy acids. This reaction involves an oxygen atom inserting into the ketone, and the migratory aptitude of the groups around the carbonyl determines the product. We'll also touch upon the haloform reaction, a powerful test and synthetic tool for methyl ketones, which involves halogenation followed by cleavage. Let's quickly revisit the mechanism behind aldehyde oxidation with toluenes reagent. It's not just a simple electron transfer. The aldehyde first forms a hydrate in the basic medium. This hydrate then gets oxidized, effectively transferring a hydride to the silver ion in the toluenes complex, which then reduces to metallic silver. This detailed understanding of the mechanism helps explain why aldehydes are so reactive towards these mild oxidizing agents and why ketones, lacking that crucial alpha hydrogen and the ability to form a stable hydrate, do not react similarly. Alright, it's time for some medium-level challenges. These 5 questions will test your ability to apply Popoff's rule, understand different reagents, and predict reaction products. Read them carefully, consider the conditions, and work through your answers. Feel free to review the previous slides if needed. You've got this. Now, Let's step up our game. The hard-level content dives into the intricate mechanisms and critical selectivity aspects of oxidation reactions. At this level, understanding the how is as important as the what. Let's dissect the Baeyer-Villiger oxidation mechanism. It's a multi-step process involving the formation of a tetrahedral intermediate, followed by a crucial rearrangement step where one of the groups migrates to the oxygen. The migratory aptitude, where tertiary groups move more easily than secondary, then phenyl, then primary, and finally methyl, dictates the regioselectivity of the reaction. Similarly, the haloform reaction has a detailed mechanism involving multiple alpha halogenation steps, followed by nucleophilic attack and C-to-C bond cleavage, driven by the stability of the trihalomethyl anion. These mechanisms are vital for predicting products and understanding reaction pathways. Let's further refine our understanding of ketone oxidation and Popoff's rule. The oxidative cleavage of ketones under vigorous conditions often proceeds through enol intermediates. The specific bond that breaks is influenced by factors that stabilize the transition state, leading to the observed preference for the carbonyl group to stay with the smaller alkyl group. This is often linked to the relative stability of intermediates formed during the cleavage. The ability to choose the right oxidizing agent is also paramount. We've seen how mild reagents distinguish aldehydes while strong ones cleave ketones. Peroxy acids create esters and halogens with base target methyl ketones. This selectivity is a cornerstone of organic synthesis. Connecting these concepts to real-world problems, consider how you differentiate between propanol and propanone. A simple Tollens or Fehling's test will do the trick, as propanol reacts while propanone doesn't. This highlights the practical application of understanding different oxidation behaviors. The mechanisms we discussed, like those for Baeyer-Villiger and haloform reactions, aren't just theoretical constructs. They explain why certain products are formed and why specific reagents are effective, providing a deeper insight into the reactivity and transformations of carbonyl compounds, crucial for advanced problem-solving in G. Alright, it's time to tackle some hard-level questions. These 7 problems will challenge your mechanistic understanding, your ability to predict products with complex reagents, and your knowledge of selective transformations. Take your time, apply the concepts we've discussed, and try to visualize the electron flow. These are the types of questions that really test your preparation for G Advanced. Welcome to the hardest level, where we explore the most challenging and nuanced aspects of aldehyde and ketone oxidation, pushing your understanding to competitive depths. We begin with the oxidative cleavage of cyclic ketones, a reaction of significant industrial importance. When cyclic ketones like cyclohexanone are oxidized with strong agents, they undergo ring opening to form dicarboxylic acids. For example, cyclohexanone yields adipic acid, a key monomer for nylon synthesis. This is a powerful transformation for creating linear molecules from cyclic ones. Another advanced reagent is selenium dioxide, SiO2. It's highly selective, oxidizing the alpha-methylene or alpha-methene groups adjacent to a carbonyl to another carbonyl, forming alpha-keto-aldehydes or alpha-diketones. This precise control over oxidation is invaluable in complex synthesis. Let's delve deeper into the general oxidation of aldehydes to carboxylic acids. Even beyond mild reagents, strong oxidants like chromic acid or KMNO4 work effectively. The underlying reason for their high reactivity often involves the formation of a gemdiol or hydrate intermediate, which is then readily oxidized. This is a crucial concept for understanding why aldehydes are so easily oxidized compared to ketones. Furthermore, we'll consider the stereochemical implications in Baeyer-Villiger oxidation. If the migrating group is chiral, its stereochemistry is beautifully retained, making this reaction a powerful tool in asymmetric synthesis, where maintaining specific 3D arrangements is critical. The synthetic utility of these oxidation reactions is immense. Tollens and Fehling's tests are not just lab curiosities, and they are fundamental diagnostic tools. Baeyer-Villiger oxidation provides a pathway to lactones and esters, essential building blocks in pharmaceuticals and polymers like nylon 6. The haloform reaction, besides being a test, is an industrial method for producing haloforms. The oxidative cleavage of ketones yields dicarboxylic acids, vital for polyamide production. Even the selective alpha oxidation by SiO2 is pivotal for synthesizing specialized decarbonyl compounds. Each reaction is a strategic tool in a chemist's arsenal. Finally, let's consider the subtle interplay between kinetics and thermodynamics in ketone oxidation, particularly concerning enolate formation. Depending on reaction conditions like temperature and base strength, unsymmetrical ketones can form either a kinetically favored enolate, less substituted, or a thermodynamically favored enolate, more substituted. The subsequent oxidative cleavage can then proceed differently, leading to varying product ratios. Understanding this control over enolization helps us predict and optimize reaction outcomes, making the application of Popoff's rule more sophisticated. This level of detail is what distinguishes top performers in G Advanced. Now, prepare for the ultimate challenge. Here are the first 5 questions for the hardest level. These problems combine multiple concepts, require deep mechanistic understanding, and often involve multi-step reasoning. Read each question carefully, analyze the given conditions and reagents, and think critically about the possible reaction pathways. Don't rush, precision is key here. Good luck, future engineers and scientists. And here are the remaining 5 questions for the hardest level. Continue to push your limits, applying all the knowledge you've gained about oxidation reactions of aldehydes and ketones. These questions are designed to simulate the complexity and depth you'll encounter in G Advanced. Remember to consider all aspects: reagent specificity, mechanistic steps, stereochemical outcomes, and synthetic utility. Take your time to arrive at the most accurate solutions. You're doing great. That brings us to the end of our comprehensive session on the oxidation of aldehydes and ketones. I hope you've gained a deeper and clearer understanding of this crucial topic. Remember, consistent practice and conceptual clarity are your best friends for G Advanced. For more such engaging and in-depth content, make sure to visit synapse.omaps.in. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for regular updates and valuable study resources. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep pushing your boundaries. See you in the next session.